Everybody, this is Richard with the Hunter-Gatherer Society, and as you can see, I'm out in the woods again, and this time I do have our faithful companion Dozer with us today. He is super excited. We're going to go do a little bit of camping. We are on the and we also have the way better half with. That's Rebecca. So Richard, Rebecca makes R&R Adventures.
Hello.
Where are we, honey?
We are on the Dosewallips River Trail.
And where's that?
It is outside of Brinnon, Washington, on the Olympic Peninsula in the Olympic National Forest.
And we're doing 30 miles today, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If we're lucky.
3 or 4 miles, really. Today is really about getting out and doing a gear test, right? We want to see what gear we have. We have more gear than we need, truthfully, so it's going to be a heavy haul in, but we want to test everything out. We want to see the different camp stoves, different sleeping situations, and of course Dozer wants to swim in the river. So we're going to hit the trail. We'll check in with you later. There's a whole bunch. Thimbleberries are so sweet. They're like candy. We're never going to get there if we keep stopping for berries.
Exactly.
One of the things about this Dosewallips River Trail, just outside of Brinnon, Washington, there's a whole bunch of those little roads that go off from this trail, and those little paths usually go to a campsite. A lot of them are old, but they're still very usable. And a little ways up here on our last hike, we weren't camping, we were just hiking. We found one that you had to crawl over a log to get to it. Went down along the river, and it was right along the Dosewallips River. It was absolutely gorgeous. So, you know, if you want to hike in 1 mile, you can camp. If you want to hike in 3 miles, you can camp. The main campground is about 7 miles in. Now, we're probably not going to make that today. Again, this is a gear test, so we're packed heavy. We'll probably go in about 3 miles, set up right along the river if there's a spot, and just go from there. We're taking a 5. Y'all know me. I ain't exactly in shape. And we just climbed up that. I don't know if you can see down there, but it's a switchback. And yeah, we're taking a break. Although Dozer, he's ready to rock and roll. Right, bud? Check that out. Yeah, they are. Ghost pipes, or Indian pipe. Surprised they're growing how dry it is. They don't mind the dry. What? Are we too slow for you, bud? Huh? Yep, Mama's coming. There you go. Oregon grape. Those are the leaves. Those aren't edible, although they're pretty dang sour. Better made for like making an aid out of it. Add lots of sugar. He wants to get in that water so bad. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, trailside nibble. Uh-huh. Oh, these are perfectly ripe.
Oh my God.
Man, they're just like candy. All right, so the location we were in that we were just picking berries, we just entered into an old national park campground. This is the first of several along this trail. This trail keeps on going. I think the main camp is 4 miles from here. This is an old washout. There's campsites all along here. Let me switch you around and show you. Well, let me get over this log first. This is the second one. Now, it's a Friday afternoon, probably 3 o'clock, but you can see that is right on the river. Beautiful campsites with fire pits. Nobody here. So this is awesome. Now we're gonna keep pushing down. There, like I said, our campsite's all along here. And I think Rebecca has her kind of sight set on one that's just direct access to the water. And water you can actually work with, because a lot of this is high current. But you can find some spots that are shallow, a little slower. This one we're coming up to now, this seems to be the old group camp. And it is, looks like it's still used that way today. It's huge. There's a tent site up there, tent sites over here. Big fire pit with logs. Now you can't burn right now, there's a fire burn ban on. It is so dry right now. But just absolutely gorgeous. And this main site here, again, look at it. I mean, you're right. There's your tent spot right there, right on the river. Absolutely breathtaking. I think we're going to push on to a site just a little further on. All right, this is our camp for the night. That's camp right there. You can see the packs. Dozer seems satisfied.
Fireweed.
Yeah, fireweed across there. Moderately scenic. What do you think, bud? It's a good spot? Good spot. All right, I suppose it's time to set up. Now this is all free dispersed camping in here. Again, it's an old national park campground. Now we do have actual neighbors. They're a little ways off. There is a little tent over there. Might be hard to get her focused on setup. Alright. Not too bad. This will be good for 2 nights. Look, you got your bowl. Yeah, we got your bowl. How about that, huh? That's hat. That's hat. Find a stick. Nice job. Nice stick, mister. Well, camp is mostly set. Got the day hammock up. That's the most important thing right there. And got the big Agnes set up. Nice. Good job, honey. Heck yeah. Set up strategically for a view of that. What you doing?
Well, got some water out of the river for our water filter bath.
Nice.
So, yeah. Yep, we should have nice, fresh filtered water.
What's for dinner, baby?
Tonight, it's rice and chicken.
Woohoo!
Mountain House rice and chicken with carrots, celery, and red peppers. Yep.
Nice.
Dessert, I don't know about that yet.
I know what it'll be. Where's the wine bag? Oh, yeah. So you guys might remember this from the motorcycle trip in Florida out to the Everglades. That is the wine bag that my daughter got me. There is a bottle of red wine in that. That will be our after dinner treat. Doze, you ready for dinner, bud? Getting hungry? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. All right, so we're using the jet boil tonight. We brought both camp stoves, but we're using the jet boil. We bought this, how long ago?
We bought it in Alaska? It's like I can picture the store we were in when we were about it.
I think it was Alaska.
I think it was Alaska.
Yeah, so it's been 5-6 years ago. It's been used so many times. It works so great. It's versatile. I do have the adapter so we can actually put a pan on this. But for this trip, we're just doing the dehydrated meals. What's for breakfast?
Well, we have a choice. It's going to be either egg and sausage skillet or the oatmeal thing.
Yeah, that sounds good. So I jerry-rigged, I found this piece of wood, and my wife rigged up this great table.
Whatever.
So I always bring some paracord with, and I found this big piece of wood. Someone had used it as a table, but they had attached it or kind of laid it across some rocks. So I've taken paracord and I've ran that about waist height, and it is nice and solid, and it's working awesome for just to get things off the ground. It's really dry, really dusty. And I really don't want us cooking and, milling around with our food down on the ground if we can help it.
Now to mention, we're getting old, and
hey, watch it. Watch it.
Bit challenging.
Now, if I didn't have that table, what would I do, right? So we've got some logs here, but the other thing is we have some good moss. Anytime you have moss, you're not going to have the dust problem. So if you're going to cook and you're having in a sandy area and you're going to use a cook stove and you're going to be working low to the ground, go to the moss. Or another spot here would be the river. That was one of the things we talked about because it's all rocks there. The other thing is where the day hammock is. Down below it is a nice log. It looks like somebody kind of set up a sitting bench. That would also work really good for just a little camp and cook area. Because again, the dust is even moving around, you're kicking it. So even Dozer, I put his bowl on a little elevated platform, because he's a sophisticated dog. Aren't you, Dozer? Yeah. So that's our dinner plans. We got our bear canister. First time we've ever used it. Truthfully, first time we've used a lot of this stuff. So we've got that. We got our table. We got our dinner. We got our bag of wine. We got our hammock set up facing, and our jet boil is boiling, and we're facing the river. So I think it's about time for dinner. All right. So what do we got going on? So we boiled the water.
Boil the water.
Poured it in there.
Yes.
About a half in each one. And we've waited how long?
Well, we're just about through our first 5 minutes. We stirred, and then we're supposed to wait for 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, we stirred quite a bit.
And then at 5 minutes, we stir again, and then we close it up for 4 minutes.
That's too long.
And then we should be able
I'm hungry.
You can wait 10 minutes.
I don't think so.
And of course, the jet boiled the water in record time.
Did. That's good.
I feel like I need to say here that we are not sponsored by jet boil.
Not sponsored by anybody.
Or Mountain House.
Uh-huh.
Or Yeti. Okay, it's time for the second stir. Get your spoon.
Oh, my spoon.
Ooh, it's getting
Oh, it's getting thicker.
soupy. Yeah.
Tastes good?
Mm-hmm. taste good, and I just love that they're made relatively locally.
Where are they made?
Albany, Oregon.
Albany, Oregon. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Now what do we do?
Now we wait for 4 minutes.
All right, 4 minutes it is. I suppose. It's time for some libations. I get a cup.
Okay. Ooh, little apothic red wine, your mom's favorite. Mm-hmm. I was kind of thinking of her when I bought it. I think you got more than me.
Dang right. You want some more?
I'm just kidding.
Hey, he who carries the wine gets more wine.
Oh, hey, I bought the wine. Does that count for anything?
Oh, really? Just pull the financial strings. All right. Well, here's to a successful hike, successful dinner, great camp, an amazing view,
Cheers.
and Dozer,
And Dozer. Cheers.
who's now
Dozer.
had supper and is happy. Right?
Mhm. But he's still looking like he wants something.
Want some wine, bud? That's perfect.
Haven't had that in a long time.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. You've gotten to be a little bit wine snobby.
What time did you say the movie starts?
This is the movie.
But it's big screen.
It's huge screen.
Huge.
That's
Nature
one
Channel.
of my favorite views over there. Maybe tomorrow we'll have to go out and you can do a little panorama. I love that with the rocks at the top of the mountain over there.
Yeah. It's pretty.
It's just 360 degrees and beautiful.
Somebody said to me one day, don't you have a snip for your cigars? They seemed a little baffled by the idea. And I said, I don't need a snip. I have a good pocket knife. As long as you got a good pocket knife, you can do just about anything that you want or need. That tends to be true. And I always have a good pocket knife. Hey, Dose.
Don't burn down the forest with that.
Chief of Staff. And I'll tell you what a great day. I did work this morning, and so I worked till probably about 11:30, maybe 11:30. Got home, got the last of the stuff put together, and then we headed out. Chief of Staff had some lunch made for us, so we ate that on the road here. This is only about a 3-mile hike in. Now, 3 miles. My pack was 50 pounds. That's a lot, I know. Her pack was probably 30 pounds. And the reason they were so heavy is because, again, I mentioned that we're testing gear, right? So we've got the tent, but we've also got the hammock. I've also got the day hammock. I was going to bring 2 air mattresses and try them. I only brought 1. We'll see how that goes. And, you know, we had 2 cook stoves. Making sure everything works, right? So if the jet boil didn't work, I've got a backup stove. Now, normally I wouldn't do that. You know, normally I'd test it at home. But a lot of this stuff, you know, some of it's new. We haven't even used it. Some of it just hasn't been out in a while. And so we packed heavy. Next time we won't pack so heavy. And I can't lie to you, you know, we're a little out of shape, so. The great thing about this spot, though, is that, again, it's only 3 miles in. So even, you know, being a little out of shape and carrying heavy loads, we were able to do that just fine. And what a great evening here. You know, we sat, we purified some water out of the river, and I'll show you that equipment tomorrow. But she bought a water purifier that is the gravity fed. I've got one that's, you know, the mini, the Sawyer Mini, which is more for the hike-in stuff. And but either one of them work really well. The nice thing about that gravity one, we've got it in the tree right now. We put a bottle underneath it, fills it up. You know, it's really, really slick. Kind of nice having the river here because Dozer can just go get a drink whenever he wants. So that's kind of a nice bonus. So pretty good current run through here, but he's a pretty smart dog. He stays away. We do have some neighbors. Some kids just moved in next door. But here, man, next door is a ways off, and the river drowns out any sound. So we have a young family. It looks like a dad and some kids over there. And then we've got a couple on this side that are mountain biking in. So they're off the river a ways, so they can ride the bikes right up to their camp. But again, here, I mean, they're a couple 100 yards away at least, you know. So other than the occasional voice from the kids, you can't really even tell that they're here. After supper, we sat and we had our glass of wine. So we had our glass of wine right after supper, and then we cleaned up the camp a little bit. Got all the food in the bear canister. We got that moved away from the camp, so you know that's a good thing. 70 feet at least away from the camp. After we got done, we sat here. Kind of had a decision to make, right? Do we have a glass of wine each tonight and have a glass of wine each tomorrow? Or do we just have a couple glasses of wine tonight and then call it for the weekend, which is the option we chose. So we sat here next to the river, had our 2 glasses of wine each, and now I'm sitting here enjoying a hand-rolled cigar. And this is compliments of a good friend in Florida who sends these, ships these to me here. I met him when I was there in Naples, and he does an excellent job, 4th generation, and so these are a nice treat that I bring along. So got to be super careful. It is super dry here. Fire bans in play, right? No open flame, so this sucker has to be out, and it will be. I promise you. I think you guys, those of you that have watched me long enough, know I'm very, very careful about fire and very persnickety about garbage, and so you know it won't be an issue. It'll be great. So now I'm just sitting here enjoying my cigar. Dozer's here laying with me, and the chief of staff headed to her tent, and she's doing some reading. So it's pretty awesome, I got to tell you, to have her with. You guys have never seen her on a video before, and I was pretty impressed that she let me film with her. And you know, we have talks about RVing across the country, and you know, of course, I'm out doing random things, you know, e-bike and stuff, and she wants to get more into camping and more into backpacking and things like that, which is fantastic, right? She does enjoy foraging. She enjoys me foraging, and then she enjoys the benefits of my foraging. But she's gotten pretty good at finding mushrooms, so she's getting much better at that. And she's pretty good at identifying berries now. I guess you can't hang around with me. And even stuff on the ground, I was asking her the other day what plants were, and she's like, oh, that's plantain, and that's that's thimbleberry, and that's. So she's getting pretty good. Can't hang around me and not pick up some of that stuff, I guess. So I don't even think about it. It's second nature to me. So it's amazing that she's out here, you know, backpacking with me, camping with me. And this spot is unbelievable, guys. I'm telling you, man, we are on the river. It is free. I'm in sand here, right? There's sand and rocks. It is stunningly beautiful. It's totally free. The neighbors are hundreds of yards away. It's fantastic. So this what used to be an old national park campground, and heavy rains of quite a few years back flooded out. There's a road in here, and it flooded out that road, and it flooded out the trail to this campground, or the road to this campground, and it was just done. It was damaged beyond repair, really. They just didn't have the money to rebuild it. And so they let it go, and now it's dispersed camping. It's fantastic, and it's only hike in. You can I do see, like I said, mountain bikes in here, so it's fantastic. It's again, it's Dosewallips River Road. It's just outside Brinnon, Washington. It's fantastic, and I really recommend doing this. There's another camp, like I said, it's about 4 miles up, and then from there you can go up to that camp. So that would be a total of 7 miles in. You don't need a permit. Dogs are allowed. But if you're going to go beyond that camp, and it splits into a couple different trails, goes to a couple different other camps, no dogs past that camp, and you have to have a backcountry permit to go in there. So only that first camp without a permit and with a dog. No foraging, I don't think, this trip. Although, you know, we picked a bunch of thimbleberry on the way here. They were amazing. They're just like candy. Can't really bring them back because they break apart so easily. But they are an amazing trailside treat, and we're just so blessed to have that. It is bear season, so you know we have a bear canister here. We got our food in that. You have to have that when you come here. So if you're gonna hike into a place like this, you got to have a bear canister, which is fine. I don't think the bear will bother us. There's tons of berries this time of year, so they're not exactly hungry. So I've got the day hammock set up. I'm going to set up the night hammock. I'm actually sleeping in the tent, but I'm going to set up just in case. And then I've got a good book here in the day hammock. So I think I'm going to kick back on this hammock, turn the camera off, and just enjoy the birds singing and the sound of this water. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Man, I'll tell you what, it has been an absolutely beautiful morning. We slept pretty good last night. We're not used to hiking like this, and so, you know, both of us were pretty sore. Again, carrying those big packs in. And, but I mean, overall, we slept pretty good. Got up pretty early this morning. We did some coffee, so we just bought some little coffee packets, instant coffee, but not real generic ones. Bought some good quality ones. They were actually pretty good. And then we had another one of those dehydrated meals. We just had an egg packet one this morning, and it wasn't as good as the one last night, but it was fine. It was good. And we just shared one, so it's not a ton of calories, but seems to be working. So that's a first time for us. You know, I usually prepare my own meals, and a lot of times I'll add my foraged ingredients to it, but for convenience and ease this time we just went ahead and did that. So I'm paying attention because I'm walking down by the river. You can see where I'm at this morning. So we got up and had some coffee, had some breakfast, and now I think we're gonna do a little hike. So kind of getting camp cleaned up, and probably not a power hike this morning. I have a toe that went bad yesterday, so I've got that taped up, bandaged and taped up. But you know, we might do 2-3 miles today and then come back, and then we're just gonna kind of laze around in the hammocks today. But there's this is as far as we've come into this trail. So we're gonna go farther up the main trail and just see what it looks like. I know there's supposed to be some waterfalls up there and that type of thing, so it should be fun. So Dozer's already had breakfast, right, bud? He's loving it. Where'd he go? There he is. Well, I tell you what, there is nobody out here. There's a neighbor way over there, you can't even see him. There's a neighbor over here, a couple hundred yards, can't see him. I've got our bear canister over here, right there, but I tell you, I don't think anyone would mess with it out here, but I'm gonna bring it closer to camp, just because. That's got our food in it, and that would end the trip in a hurry. What do you think, bud? Ready to hike? Ready to go for a hike? Ready to go for a hike?
Oh, so excited!
So excited. Table is holding out well. I think they say bear canisters, put it right in camp on your table, right?
Yeah, the bear comes for that one.
Okay, I think we're ready.
You know what? I'm gonna just tuck it down.
All right, Dose, let's go. He's so excited. Don't eat the grass, mister. It's pretty. Beautiful. A bunch of moss-covered rocks. So we've went a little over a mile, and we've came up, what'd you say?
303 feet.
303 feet, so not massive.
And we're hiking footloose and fancy free, so that means we don't have any water.
No
or
packs,
snacks.
no water, no snacks.
So we're not going too far today.
No, definitely not.
But it feels, once again, gotta say, it feels so good.
To not have that pack
Way
on.
down.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem, we're going down now.
Uh-oh, now we're gonna have to go back up.
Haven't seen any camps along this stretch.
We're coming back up to the river. We were without the river for a while. But
That's,
you can
yeah,
hear it
I
again.
can hear it, yeah.
It's a misty morning, but if the day proceeds like yesterday did, we should have some sunshine
Honey.
this afternoon. Ooh. Oh, I better get that.
Get that one.
Got it. I'm eating it.
Uh-huh, I would expect nothing
I
less.
would not have done that with my pack on because I would have gone right down the hill. Best berry ever.
Yeah, look perfectly right. Can't see it there. Look at the clouds coming, sliding across the tree line.
Oh, they're really moving.
Yeah, they're moving.
You know, if it does stay like this, you know this day is going to be good for
What's that?
a nap.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be here when that comes down. Just speared right in there. Is there a no man left behind policy if I fall? Just checking. Big old berry patch.
So many of them.
Oh yeah, look at that. Great, great patch of thimbleberries. So tasty. See, we're getting our calories.
Oh yeah, a little bit of hydration.
A little bit. All right.
I shouldn't say this because I'm probably cursing us, but I'm kind of surprised we didn't see a bear with all the white berries.
Right? I just think there's so many berries. The bears are scattered. Yeah, there are. Check that out, guys. Ghost pipes, Indian pipes. There's more there. whole bunch of, oh, there's a bunch more coming up too. There.
They're such unique little things.
Oh, they're so unique. Very cool. All right. What elevation are we at? 500 and what?
539 feet is what we've gone up.
Not bad. Only 2,752 more.
I don't think that's...
Give or take 2,751. Man, the terrain has changed. Oh, we got a sign. Oh, I bet we're at the trail split. So I think it splits before the camp. So again, we've never been up here. All new. So we're on a scouting mission today. No packs. Just seeing where it goes. And Dosewallips Ranger Station. That's where the camp is. So we're 1.2 miles from the camp. Fishing opens June 1st. Very helpful. U.S. boundary. What's it a boundary of?
Based on how far we've gone, I think we're in the national park now.
Oh, we're in national park again?
Versus the national forest.
Okay. Interesting.
That sign that you took a picture of down right at the end of our campground pathway said National Park 2 miles. So.
Okay. Now this part here is hard to believe this is a road. Right? Like some of the spots I could see it. But man, has the terrain changed as we get higher and higher.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think they use that anymore based on the logs. But at one point they shut this down. So, okay. That road was pretty narrow coming in. Ooh, look at all them berries, hon.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Whoa,
I'll take this one.
berry pick cutoff. Fireweed. Hanging on against the dry. You liking the view, bud? Are you liking the view? Hey. Hey, Doze, you want to go swim in the river? Don't tease. He says, don't tease. Well, that is quite a different terrain. Huh?
2.52 if you want to turn around.
Hey, you cheated me by 0.2. You said 2.5 we turn. I tell you what. Shenanigans. Okay, here's the split to Lake Constance. That's the trail? Oh, heck no.
Yeah, we're not going to Lake Constance. Probably ever.
Perfectly good resting log.
Oh, yeah, right next to the snack. I had a
What do you think, bud? Do you find that to be pretty? You don't care, do you? You just want to get back to that river and swim. Oh, perfectly good berry. Oh, there's the river. So we are actually rejoining the river as we go here. We're not probably going to go all the way to the park. So we were going to go 2 miles. How far are we now? So we're actually 3.13 now. We were going to go 2. We just met a couple hikers, and they're coming out. They've been here since Wednesday, and today is Saturday. And they said we're about a 1/4 mile from the waterfalls. So I think that's where we've set our target to. We've seen a million national park campgrounds. This is an abandoned one, so it wouldn't be any different. Now it's Saturday, and they said they didn't see any campers in there, which is interesting. The camp is what is the original campground where the trail starts into the backcountry. And they said that last year they took the the ranger houses out of it. And so you can camp here for free. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's a hike in. So we're gonna go see the waterfalls, and I think we'll turn around. That'll make it a 7-mile hike for the day. What do you think, bud? Oh man, this is pretty. I lost my partner to a berry bush. Huh? Oh, bluebells. Those are pretty. Hey, bud. Oh, look at this. Here's a berry I haven't filmed for a while. That is a black raspberry. Not quite right. It's gonna be tart. Oh, actually, it was pretty sweet. There you go, Mama. Here's one for you.
Thank you.
Those are black raspberries. They're one of my favorite. Look at this, honey. All right, down we go. Oh man, a cool breeze.
Yeah, this is where having my poles would have been great.
Yep, your poles would have been useful here. It always amazes me that people mountain bike on this stuff. So apparently now there is no ranger house in here. And again, Dozer can go as far as this campground that we're about to hit, or that we're not going to hit today, but we're getting close to. We're under a mile from the campground. And the reason we're probably not going to go in is, I mean, I've seen a million national park campgrounds. This is just an abandoned one. Really what we want to see is the waterfalls. And we have a bearing now on how far it is and how steep it is when we decide to pack in. Here's the first waterfall, everybody. Oh my God, is that beautiful?
Ooh, I'm getting warm.
I know, it's almost mildly humid. All right, we made it back. 3.55 miles.
No, 6.55.
6.55 miles. Oh, so 3.25 one way. So we went all the way up the waterfall and back. That was not a 2-mile hike, which is what we started out to do. No supplies, and which was fine. We did just fine. It ended up being just under 7 miles, and we're back at camp now. Dozer has already been in the river, got a little splashing around done, and got a nice hearty drink. And now it's time for some lunch. So we're gonna have some sandwiches, and then I think the rest of the day we're gonna relax along the river and do some reading and just enjoy the day, because tomorrow we gotta pack all this stuff back out of here. Time for lunch. Well, lunch is done. Now for the relaxing. Man, it's a little chillier today. The sun has not broke out this afternoon like it did yesterday, and so there's a little breeze. The clouds have stayed low. There's no moisture coming down, but it's definitely a lot cooler than it was yesterday. And so you got to have an extra shirt on, maybe a coat on today, but I think it's supposed to warm back up tomorrow for the hike out. But it's still a gorgeous day. I'm laying right along the river here. And so just laying in the hammock, relaxing, take a little siesta, you know, and just enjoy. The birds are singing. It's super quiet out here. There is a camp, like I said, just down from us. I talked to one of the guys from that camp, and apparently there's like 10 people there, but we have never heard them. And even though I can see them, never heard them. And I only saw the one tent, so they must be spread out along that, you know, along the river a little bit. So you can't even tell. The guy and his kids are gone, so they just did a one-nighter. So it is just absolutely quiet out here. On the way down on the hike, we did run into quite a few people. A lot of day hikers, and then a few that were hiking in. They had heavy packs on, so they were going probably into the backcountry. But most of them were just going up the waterfall for a day hike. And it was funny because on the way up there, we saw hardly anybody, and then on the way out, we saw quite a few people. So Saturday, I suppose. But no, it's absolutely gorgeous day. Super relaxed in the hammock now, letting the feet rest after the hike. Unexpected, almost 7-mile hike. So probably lounge around here, do some reading and relax till dinner time. Not going to do much more. So play some cards or something, you know, just chillax. So all right, I got to go back to watching the river. Oh man, cooling down the dogs. Cooling down the dogs, right, bud? What do you think? Feels good. You want to play stick, don't ya? Yeah. Ooh, that's cold stuff, man. Sitting here underneath this tree, icing my dogs, and this is like icing them. I'm telling you, man, that water is cold, even in July. So there are fish in this river. There's rainbow trout, and right now there are steelhead running in here, and we've seen quite a few people carrying fishing rods. It is catch and release only. But there's supposedly some beautiful steelhead in this river. So there's a spot right down there that, man, if I had my rod, I'd be trying to get to. But we're not doing that this weekend. We are just exploring and relaxing. All right, I'm gonna go back to icing my dogs. Got to get them back in the water. Time to relax. And he wants to play stick, something for you. So I threw one for him, but it's sunk. Now he's going to bring me another one. But these are river sticks, so they sink. That one's going to sink too, man. Oh, get it for me. See, I told you. All right. See, it's sunk. I told you. Yeah, where'd it go? You're gonna have to stick your head in there. Way to go! Gal, dang it. I'd have to go by. Yeah, there it is. Get it! He has sometimes stuck his head under, but he's a little hesitant today. That water is... Oh, there... Oh. Almost had it. You feel it, don't you? You can feel it, can't you? Ah, you're funny. You gonna give up? Funny, I threw him one that floats too, but he didn't like it. It was too small. Oh, there it was. He is a funny guy. Alright, I guess we're going to try a new one. That's just a little one. Oh, that's going to sink like a rock. See, I told you. It's right there. It's right in front of you. That's not it. There you got it. There you got it. See, they sink. Watch. Dang it. He knows that one's there. He just can't quite get to it. You found a floater, huh? All right, here we go. There you go. Finally found a floater. Happy dog. Give yourself one more than me?
No.
Keep my eye on you.
Would that help you if I did that? Well, we have, see,
shenanigans are up
it's a good thing I brought the beer ball because now we have a table.
We have a table. Look at, and you started with yellow.
Yeah, trying that last one.
Okay, well, let's get after yellow again.
What are we gonna do?
That's too red.
How's that?
I know. That's why we're going with it. Good morning, everybody. Well, it's Sunday morning. We've done 2 nights out here by the river. It's been a fantastic trip. Yesterday we ended up hiking. Actually, after the camera went off, we ended up hiking another probably mile or so. So I think total we did over 8 miles yesterday, and then 3 coming in. So we're at about 11 miles for the little trip, and then we've got 3 out today with all our gear. Luckily a little lighter gear because we won't be carrying water and as much food. So these mountain house meals have been actually really nice. I've never used them before, and we had stroganoff last night. Last night, you know, it was just our dinner together, no camera, and the stroganoff was really good. This is the granola with milk and blueberries, and it's not bad. Rebecca added peanut butter to it to give us a little more protein and calories, because they are pretty light on calories. There are 2 servings. The total calories is like 520 or something like that. So they don't have a ton of calories. So she added some peanut butter into that, and you know, plus we're lightening our load a little bit and beefing up on energy to carry out. So, but it's not bad. The peanut butter gives it a nice twist. So it's been a phenomenal trip. The weather has held. We had a little bit of mist in the mornings, but not this morning. And I think it's supposed to be a little bit warmer today. So Yesterday we just, after hiking, we hung around in the hammock, took a nap. I had a cigar last night, and of course we played Uno, you know, in the camp, and then we were probably in bed by 9 o'clock. So the day hammock has been awesome to have with. And, you know, we carried a lot of stuff in, probably more than we needed. Well, definitely more than we needed, because again, we want to try things out. There were some things like with the other hammock, I wanted to figure out the meshing on it, because I've never really used that one. And but the day hammock has been awesome because it gives us a place to sit. So last night we sat in it together, and then also, like today, I'm stuffing my my sleeping bag in, and it gives me a spot to keep everything out of the dirt. So that'll be the last thing that I pack, is the day hammock, because that gives it almost like a bench or a table to work with as you're putting everything away. So we're gonna get packed up and we're gonna call it and get out of here and get home, get Dozer home, get him cleaned up. I think he's ready. So he was exhausted yesterday after all that hiking, and he needs a good bath and a good nap on his bed. So thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we got 2 weeks, and then we're gonna head out and I think explore a couple hike-in lakes. So tune in for that. But hopefully, again, next time you see us, we'll be doing something wild. Man, I'll tell you what, this gravity-fed water drop filter has been super nice. Just fill it up in the river, bring it over here, hang it in the tree, and fill up the jugs. And, you know, you can go thin and not use a lot of water. That thing, I think it holds like 1.5 gallons, and we've burned through 4 or 5 of them. But we've, you know, been very comfortable and had plenty of water. So, gotta love it, man. Water drop, gravity-fed water filter. Really liking that. Everything is cleaned up. Tables down. Day hammocks up. Filters up. Packs are packed. Dozer's ready? You ready, bud? Yeah, he says, let's go home, man. I want my bed. I want my bed, man. And then we are ready to rock and roll. All the garbage is picked up, leaving no trace we were here. Yeah, heck yeah. All right. Time to go home, bud.